Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We're kicking off the evening with some live tournament action here. Going to be beginning on GSL's Belshire Beach, the newest version, that winter version. I love this tile set still. And I do have a complaint, though. I'll mention it here when we get into the game. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But it is going to be ViNNYLoL, hailing from good old Holland, taking on MinDset. I don't know much about MinDset. I'm going to shoot out here to the website while we're still loading and see if we can find this guy. Where is he? Oh, I can't find him. That's okay. We'll figure it out here in just a moment. Let's see if we'll just hit Control F. MinDset. There we go. He is a master level player as well. Ooh, and he is from the United States. So good stuff there. And it looks like on this two-player map, we are going to have Vinny spawning as our green Zerg up here in the top left-hand corner. In the bottom right, we do find MinDset. He is red. He is Protoss. Going to be working on what appears to be a Forge Fast Expand here. I think this is a smart move on this map. The rush distance happens to be fairly long when it comes down to it. It's not really that quick of a jog across this map for a Zerg player. So a Forge Fast Expand here I think is usually a good thing to do. There's only this one opening. It does have a high ground advantage. It makes it fairly easy to defend if you wall it off correctly. So it looks like he is going to be doing that. And I think that's going to work out pretty well for him. In the meantime, let's check in on Vinny. Vinny gearing up to just about have enough for either a spawning pool or a hatchery. Looks like he's going to go ahead and send out a scout here. And I assume he's going to go ahead and put down a spawning pool. Yep, there goes the spawning pool. So spawning pool gone down. Looks like he will be waiting just a moment before he does take that expansion. Back here at MinDset's wall off. He's got his forge down first. Not going to be rushing into that Nexus quite yet, but getting the forge down is definitely a safe move. I think highly recommended in a best of one tournament setting, which we are in here. So these guys want to make it up a couple rounds here. Unfortunately, two master players battling it out right off the bat. One of these guys is going to have to go home unhappy from this tournament, but that's okay. Vinny, man, he's been pretty strong. He has been a really strong player lately. We've seen him take down some pretty solid players. And he's actually fairly good against Protoss, which is interesting to me. Because, you know, a lot of Zerg players really have trouble sometimes with Protoss on occasion. But he's really got a knack for taking down those guys. Looks like he is going to gear up for his expand here in just a moment. Going to be sending this guy out. Is he going to have enough to get it down before the probe gets in the way? No, he is not. The probe is now going to be in the way. And off he goes. Blocked. And here come your lings. But down goes the pylon. Looks like he is going to have to grab a cancel on that pylon. Nice cancel. Did stall it there for just a moment. And Vinny about ready to put it down. There we go. He is going to go ahead and toss that down. Now we do have four lings out on the map. Looks like these guys just going to be holding map control here for just a little bit. Not going to be trying for any run bys. But there is already double, well, no, just one photon cannon. I take it back. Just one photon cannon on the map so far. And look at this, actually kind of a different little wall off here for MinDset. It's kind of interesting placement on that gateway. But all in all, I think that's going to be a pretty nice wall. I guess he'll put another building here. I'm not entirely sure. Either that or he could wall it off towards his Nexus even. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing there with that wall off, but it does look fairly good. I think he's not going to be in poor position as he moves forward. He may consider, since it's still open though, tossing down an extra photon cannon. But here comes a scout. Little Zergling going to cruise up here to the high ground just to see what's going on. Looks like he is going to sneak in there. Going to try and be a little pesky. We'll see if Vinny going to take this advantage to try and put some serious pressure on. He's still not. He's just droning up right now. I don't see him producing a bunch of lings, so he doesn't look to be really going for an attack off of that small opportunity there. There we go. MinDset trying to figure out how to wall it off. He did have to cancel that cyber core, so losing a little bit of time there. A couple extra minerals, no big deal. He should be okay. But yeah, walling that off did present a small problem there for him. So see, moving forward, we should be okay. But back here at Vinny's base, we do have our second hatchery complete. His third is on the way. Wow, pretty dang fast on that, actually. And it will not be too long. Units tab going to show 24 drones to 27 probes. We do have this Nexus already obviously complete here for MinDset. So MinDset going to be working diligently on getting this stuff up and running. Seems to be in good time and in great shape. Back here at ViNNY's base, we don't have any new tech. We are just now getting that metabolic speed boost. He's just now starting that, the mining of his gas there, grabbing his roach warren here. And no extra gas quite yet, so it looks like he's just going to be droning up here, maybe putting up a little bit of defense with some roaches and maybe some static D or something of that nature. But moving forward here, it looks like he is just going for an economic play here early in this game. I like it. On this map, it's a fairly big map, even though it's a two-player map. There's really no reason to not get a strong economy, because the distance across this map tends to be fairly large, and with good map control on ViNNY's part, he can keep any forward pylons too close to his base from happening, and it presents a good opportunity for him to work on his economy as he moves forward. Looks like this drone does cruise in here somehow. I don't know how he got in here. Must have been here from earlier. He is not going to make it home. Not going to make it to the bank, unfortunately, and down he goes. Looks like that photon cannon picked up the kill there. MinDset working on this natural here just a little bit. Needs to go ahead and probably pick some new tech patterns. Looks like he has chosen Blink here. We'll be putting down some more gateways here on this Artosis pylon. A lot of chronos being utilized. I love seeing Protoss players that just constantly use that chrono. Super effective. He's only got a couple units here for defense, but all in all, he should be okay. We do have a scouting overlord cruising in here. He is going to catch wind of this Twilight Council. No new tech off the Twilight Council quite yet, but the Blink is going to be completing here in just a little while. In the meantime, ViNNY going to be working on some roaches and lings. He's got 20 lings in production right now. These guys are going to be cruising out here momentarily. Looks like he is going to go for an attack. And I do believe that MinDset... Oh my goodness, what happened? Did he take that down himself? I think he did. Looks like he's going to cruise back here, take out this Overlord. This could give ViNNY an opportunity to build up some forces. A couple more warp gates here, going to be pretty solid. He's got to keep this position under control here, though. His front door is going to be the most vulnerable spot still when it comes down to it, because this army here, he does not want to let these lings in behind that front door. Then he'd really be in trouble. Looks like ViNNY is going to be cruising out across this map. Going to send the roaches. Oh, here they go. He did catch wind of this. Nice thing for him. He was keeping that tower. Does see this forward pylon going down, and these guys headed his way. MinDset going to be pushing the attack here. ViNNY just going to play defensively here. Lucky for him, he does have a slight army advantage here. Notice that MinDset going to be grabbing his DT shrine behind this attack. Setting up that forward pylon, trying to decide whether or not he wants to attack here. It doesn't look like he does, but he is going to hold his pylon for just a moment. Split these guys up. Looks like he's going to hold the bridge. Makes you feel like you're in that movie with not Tom Cruise. Boy, I can't remember. You know what? Forget it, because here comes an attack, and that is what's most important right now, not the name of some crazy movie. Oh, it was Saving Private Ryan. Remember how at the end they were trying to hold the bridge? Anyway. Boring. StarCraft's way more exciting, right? I'm just kidding. I actually like that movie quite a bit. It always makes me cry how much people sacrificed in those wars back then, man. Crazy stuff. Looks like MinDset cruising down here to the bottom ramp. No, not ramp. Bridge here. And ViNNY looking to go for a counterattack. I think he's going to run around the other side. Indeed he is. He's saying, perfect. Let's make this happen. In the meantime, we've got a couple DTs going to be cruising in here. Going to work on these queens. We've got some detection about to be on the field. Queen not going to last very long, though. Looks like this third. Going to lose a couple drones, but that's about it at this point. Here comes your detection, and looks like these guys are going to be surrounded. They are going to pick up a decent amount of kills, but maybe not super cost-effective, but it did buy him a little bit extra time, and it did force ViNNY to back out. So whether or not MinDset knows it at this point, that was actually a very, very effective attack there for him. So it looks like ViNNY going to be trying to decide whether or not he wants to push here or not. Doesn't have any upgrades on these critters quite yet, but some upgrades on the way here for our Protoss player. He's doing a pretty dang good job. He's already got +2 attack. Like it quite a bit. And here comes your attack. Oh, Blink going to have to be the saving grace here for him. It's a lot of units. Getting the surround here. Blinking away. Trying to make it to that high ground is exactly what he wants to do. He's trying to defend up here. I think this is a smart move for MinDset. Nice Blink. Good Blink micro. He saved a lot of units there. I think that he really was outpaced in that with that army there. I mean, Vinny really has got a strong amount of units at his disposal right now. Going to really be working in his favor. Notice he is going to grab some Evo Chamber upgrades. Carapace level 1 on the way. But that appears to be it. He's grabbing an Infestation Pit. Infestation Pit going to be fairly effective in this scenario. Notice that MinDset is going to be taking his third base down here at the bottom. There is some nasty creep spread occurring here at this position, so he's not going to be able to take it down there. But yeah, all in all, this has been a fairly non-eventful game thus far. 14 minutes in, we've only had a couple small skirmishes here and there. Looks like Vinny going to be cruising down here. Oh, nope, he's headed this way. Where's he going? Where's he going? MinDset about ready to engage here, but man, he's got to be careful. He cannot lose this army at this point. He's got to really consider getting in some more units here, or he is going to be in trouble, because Vinny is about to be maxed out, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to be grabbing Burrow, Pathogen Glands. He's going to go for some serious infestors. I hope he's got enough supply to hold the correct amount there. He may have to sack some units here just to make room for his new tech, but looks like he's going to cruise up here, going to take out this pylon as he is ready to secure his 4th base. A couple Stalkers going to cruise down here and demolish an Overlord, gearing up for another base for MinDset. Not a bad deal. Vinny. No upgrade. Oh, he's got missile attack completed, actually, and his Carapace is about to be completed, but he's cruising down here. Looks like he is going to go for an attack right now. He's just about maxed out. No, he's not. Never mind. Take it back. Just going to poke in there, let a couple Lings die, and then back out. Not a bad deal. But good creep spread here from Vinny. Looks like he is going to be... oh, where's he going with this army? He's being super active with this army, I'll tell you. It's actually kind of difficult to follow. I can't really watch anything else because you're afraid you might miss something. But he is going to be wandering around the map and wandering around the map. But the thing here for Vinny, I would prefer to see Vinny smashing his army up against MinDset's army over and over again, because he's got plenty of hatcheries here. He's got even a macro hatch. Notice he's going to go ahead and grab his Spire, gearing up for his late game. I assume is going to be Broodlords at this point. But he's got plenty of larvae just kind of laying around. What he could be doing is throwing away his army. Even try and come down here and take this down, but he's going to do that right now. We do have one Colossus in this army. This Colossus is going to be fairly effective. Nice force fields here as well, really making a big difference for MinDset. Keeping all these higher tech units out of the way for just a bit, and going to back here to the high ground. Good fungals going down. Going to catch a couple of these Stalkers before they evacuate. Oh, here he goes. He is going to cruise down here. He's looking for another base. He doesn't know about this one quite yet, so if he did, I bet he would smash through it very quickly with this army. Now, MinDset did take a fairly substantial beating in that exchange, considering that Vinny is maxed out here, remaxed right up very quickly. And looks like MinDset now trying to get out those Colossus. Colossus is going to be a great addition to this army. He did get that Thermal Lance just now completed. Does have +3 on these critters as well, and that's going to be super effective. But here comes your attack. Good. Fungal's going down. It's going to force the engagement here. Roach is cruising up here to get a surround on these units. MinDset got to get the rest of these Stalkers into the fight. Fungal's going down on the Colossus. Colossus going to get focused down there fairly quickly. Fungal's stopping just in time for them to evacuate that position. But MinDset still taking a beating here. Vinny remaxing yet again. Seems to be in solid shape. Got a couple infestors here. He's remaxing with Zerglings, so it looks like he may think that he's got this under control here. Another engagement here going very, very well here for Vinny, I would say. I mean, maybe the trade numbers are even, but that's bad if you're behind in the army, as MinDset is currently. And that is really going to make a difference here. So he's got triple Colossus in this army now. He's continuing to Chrono Boost out here, but he just needs more Warp Gates and such, as well as a slightly stronger economy. He's going to send some Lings down here. Looks like he may have figured out that there's something down here. Indeed, going to get these Lings to go ahead and take it down, while there is another engagement here. Uh-oh, did we lose some Colossus? Oh, yes we did. Yikes! MinDset not going to be super happy about that, and his last Colossus goes down while his expansion here is about to be in a little bit of trouble. He's got a whole bunch of photon cannons here. Look at how many kills these guys are picking up. But they did focus down that Nexus. That is going to stop all the mining, and these probes are now going to be in serious, serious trouble. And Vinny's still with 2x just about the units of his opponent there. Look at that, 189 to 87 supply. MinDset in absolute trouble right now. Absolutely in trouble. Vinny really got that strong economy fast. You didn't endure enough pressure, I think, early in this game. And so he really took advantage, got that economy rocking and rolling. He's still on the 4 base here. He does need to consider, even though he's way ahead right now, he needs to consider going ahead and taking another base. Probably in this position right here on the minimap, I think would be a good spot. That way he'll have more places to put those units once they're done mining out those current bases. But here comes the attack. Vinny going to be pushing up this ramp. Notice he's just kiting up the ramp. Interesting play here. You got a couple Void Rays out on this field here. Void Ray's not going to be able to do tons. Looks like Vinny pushing through here should be able to make this happen here. He's got way too many roaches to deal with. +2/+2 on these critters, and MinDset given the GG. Beautiful game from Vinny. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. It's been a phenomenal game so far. We'll go ahead and get into game number 2 here momentarily. Don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys then.